Good morning, students. So we have to start from line 190. What happened till now was that Prospero requests King Alonso and others to enter his humble cell. Right? This is what he says, that I would request you to please peep into my cell, to please look into my cell, because if you will look into my cell, what will you find? You will find something which will be equal to the restoration of my dukedom, means restoration of the dukedom which has been done by you. King Alonso restored Prospero's dukedom to him, right? Because he was repentant, penitent, and so he thought of giving back his kingdom to King Alonso, sorry, to Prospero, right? So Prospero tells him that, fine, you have given me something which has given me satisfaction, contentment. So I am also going to give you something which will provide you with equal amount of satisfaction and contentment. So when Alonso looks inside the cell, he sees Ferdinand and Miranda playing chess. And they were conversing, they were talking. Miranda, sweet lord, you play me false. So what was Miranda saying to Ferdinand? That, dear lord, you are cheating. You are cheating on me, you are playing foul. Ferdinand, no, my dearest love, I would not for the world. Ferdinand says, no, my dearest love, I would not cheat you for the entire world. Even if at the other side there is the entire world, then also I will never cheat you. Miranda, yes, for a score of kingdoms you should wrangle. Wrangle means fight, quarrel, dispute, right? So she says, yes, you will. Yes means yes, I know you would cheat me if at the other end there are a score of kingdoms, because you are a king and then you would like to acquire more and more kingdoms, rule over more and more territory. So if a few score of kingdoms, a score is of 20. So if a few score of kingdoms are at the other end, then I know you will fight with me and I would call it fair play. And because I love you so much, so I will not consider it as injustice. Even if you would fight me for a few score of kingdoms, even if there are a few kingdoms at stake, and you start fighting with me for that, still I would call it fair play. I would not call you a cheater, or I would not blame you for it, because I love you so much. Alonso, if this prove a vision of the island, one dear son shall I twice be. So Alonso is completely shocked and surprised, because still now he was of the opinion that his son is dead. His son is no longer alive. So when he sees his son, so he keeps on looking at his son in a state of shock, right? So awestruck, he is kind of surprised looking at him. So he says, if this proof means, if what I am seeing is true, the vision of if what I am saying, if this prove a vision of the island, if what I am seeing is just a vision of the island, because till now they have had several visions which were because of the enchantment of the island, because of Prospero and Ariel, but they don't know that all these things were done by Prospero and Ariel. So they only consider it to be the magic of the island. They are of the opinion that these illusions and all these things which are happening to them are because of the enchantment of the island, enchanting effect of the island. So he says that if this prove a vision of the island, if what I am looking at proves to be the vision or just an illusion of the island, if it is just an illusion, what will happen? Ferdinand will disappear after some time, right? If he says that if this is not true, if what my eyes are looking at is not the reality, and it is just an illusion of the island, one dear son shall I twice lose. Then what will happen? Then I will lose my only son the second time, because the first time he lost during the shipwreck, and if this is just an illusion, he will disappear after some time. So in this manner, I will lose my only dear son, my one dear son, for the second time also. Sebastian, a most high miracle. Now he is also shocked on seeing Ferdinand alive. And he says that this is a great miracle. This is one of the greatest miracle which I am seeing in front of my eyes. Ferdinand, though the seas threaten, they are merciful. Now, what happens by this time? Ferdinand also turns because they were talking. So Ferdinand also turns and has a look at Alonso and others standing there at the entrance of the cell. They should have mentioned it here, but they didn't do. So Ferdinand sees Alonso and others, right? So and then he says, though the seas threaten, they are merciful. And he says that though the sea was threatening, right? Though the sea spells disaster, right? They threaten us, but still, because they have not taken the lives of my father and other relatives and companions, so they are merciful. I should say that the sea was merciful in spite of the fact that it was threatening, but still it was merciful. I have cursed them without cause. Until now, I had been cursing, speaking bad about the sea, cursing the sea for no reason, because the sea in reality actually didn't cause any harm to my father and my other relatives, right? So I was cursing the sea for no reason. And then he kneels to Alonso, kneels in front of Alonso. Alonso. Now all the blessings of a glad father compass thee about. So he says, my all kneeling to take the blessings of your elders, right? They kneel to take the blessings of their elders. And so Alonso says, now all the blessings of a glad father. Glad father, happy father. Why is Alonso happy? Because his son is alive. His son is not dead. Compass thee about. So he says, come, embrace me, right? And he embraces, he lifts up Ferdinand, who was kneeling in front of him, and embraces him. He says, all my blessings are with you, my dear son, right? All the blessings of a happy father are with you, my dear son. Arise and say how thou camest here. Arise means get up, right? He just hugs Ferdinand, embraces Ferdinand, and then he says, compass means to embrace. Here the meaning of compass is to embrace or to hug, right? So he says, then he lifts him up and rather asks him to get up and says that, say how thou camest here. Tell me, I want to know that how you landed upon this island. Explain, right? I want to know the details of how you came to this place. Miranda, oh wonder, how many goodly creatures are there here. So now Miranda is surprised to see so many human beings, because this is the first time in her life that she has seen so many human beings. Besides earlier, till now, she had only seen her father and a while ago Ferdinand, and then that ugly monster Caliban. So these are the only creatures which Miranda has seen. And now so many human beings, they were standing in front of her. So she says, oh wonder, how many goodly creatures are there here. So goodly creatures means how many attractive, how many beautiful human beings are there in this world. I have not seen them. How beauteous mankind is. How beautiful mankind is. Beauteous means how beautiful mankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it. So it is really a wonderful world. It is really a magnificent world, grand world, which has so many wonderful creatures, wonderful humans in it. Right? So many wonderful people live in this magnificent, great world. So for Miranda, it is a new world, right? For Miranda, this world is new, because whatever she is seeing for the first time. She has never seen so many human beings in the past. So for her, it is a wonderful, great, beautiful new world, right? They may ask you, why is the world new for Miranda? The world is new for Miranda because she is seeing so many people for the first time in her life that has such people in it. It is new to thee. So Prospero says, it is just new to you. The world is the same as it was earlier. The only thing is that it appears to be new to you because you are seeing these many people for the first time. Alonso, what is this maid with whom thou wast at play? So now Alonso wants to know who is this lady with whom his son was playing. So he says, what is this maid? What is this maid means? Who is this young lady? Who is this young lady with whom you were playing chess a while ago? Some time ago, with whom you were playing chess. Your eldest acquaintance. Eldest here means oldest. Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours. See, because it was 3 hours. All the things which happened upon the island, they took place within the past 3 hours. So he says, because Alonso has never seen this lady with Ferdinand in the past. So he says that your eldest acquaintance means your oldest acquaintance with this lady means you must be knowing this lady from the past 3 hours only. Because I am seeing this lady with you for the first time. I've never seen her before with you. So it is very clear that you know her only from the past 3 hours. Your acquaintance with her is only of 3 hours. Is she the goddess that had severed us and brought us together, thus together? So he says that is she the goddess of this island who first separated us? Severed us means separated us and then brought us together again. And then was the reason of our reunion and then united me with my son. First she separated me from my son and then she again reunited me with my son. Is she the goddess? Earlier, you remember, Ferdinand also thought Miranda to be the goddess of the island, right? So now Alonso also thinks Miranda to be the goddess of the island. Any problem till here? Now we can move further. Ferdinand, sir, she is immortal. So Ferdinand corrects Alonso and says that no, she is no goddess. She is a human being like us. But by immortal providence means God's grace. But by God's grace, she is mine. Though she herself is a human being, she herself is a normal mortal like us, but it is by God's grace, by the grace of the divine. Immortal providence means by God's grace that she is mine now. She belongs to me now. Why? Because she's engaged to me. I chose her when I could not ask my father. I chose this lady when I was not able to ask my father. And why was he not able to ask his father? Himanshi, why was he not able to ask his father?
Because because we were separated.
Because he thought that his father is dead. His father was not with me when he met Miranda. So that is why he says that I was not able to ask my father because for his advice. So I didn't have a father to consult at that time, nor thought I had one. So at that time, I believe that I didn't even have a father. When I met Miranda, at that time, I thought that my father is dead. So I don't even have a father. That was my opinion at that time, right? So that is why I chose her on my own without taking the advice of my father. She is the daughter of this famous Duke of Milan, of whom so often I have heard renown. Heard renown means praise, right? So she is the daughter of this famous Duke of Milan, Prospero. He points to Prospero and he says that she is the daughter of this Prospero, who was the Duke of Milan, and I have heard a lot of praise about Prospero, right? I told you when we were at the beginning of the play, we were told that Prospero was a very famous and very popular duke among his subjects. So after he was thrown out of the kingdom, still people must be remembering. So that is what Ferdinand says, that I have heard his praises a lot, right? I have heard a lot about him. His heard renown means heard him being praised by the people of Milan, but never saw before. But I didn't get an opportunity to see him before, of whom I have received a second life. And it is because of him that I have received a second life. That I have got a second life because of this Duke of Milan, Prospero, who's the father of this maiden, to whom I have been engaged. A second father, this lady makes him to me. So now, because Ferdinand will be married to Miranda, right? So Miranda's father would be Ferdinand's father-in-law. That is why he says that because of this lady, he has now become my second father. Second father here means he has now become my father-in-law, right? He will also be like my father, because I am entering into the relation and entering into a relationship with this lady, right? So he will also become my father. This lady has made him my second father. Alonso, I am hers. So Alonso says, yes, like Prospero is your second father, so I will also be the second father of hers. That is, I will also become the second father of Miranda. But oh, how oddly will it sound that I must ask my child forgiveness. Now, because Alonso is feeling guilty that he has wronged Miranda also. Miranda was just a small child, and he was so cruel to her 12 years ago. So he says, and I will become her second father. And now, how strange it would look, how weird it would look that being her second father, being in her father's position, I will have to ask forgiveness from my own child, right? Forgiveness for the wrongs which I did years ago, 12 years ago. So now I'll have to ask forgiveness, and this would look really very strange that a father is asking for forgiveness from his child. Prospero, there, sir, stop. Let us not burden our remembrance with the heaviness that's gone. So Prospero says, wait, sir, stop it. There is no need to ask for any forgiveness. Let us not burden our remembrance with the heaviness that is gone. Let us forget what is over. Let us not become sad now with all the past remembrance, with all the things, good or bad, whatever happened in the past. Let them belong to the past only. Let us not bring them to the present and become sad by remembering and by thinking all those things which have gone by, which have passed, right? Because it won't be any use. So he is kind of asking Alonso not to ask for any forgiveness from Miranda and treat her like his daughter. Gonzalo, I have now Alonso or now Gonzalo also says something. Gonzalo says, I have inly wept. Inly means inwardly wept, means my heart was weeping, or should have spoke ere this. Look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessed crown. So he says that I have been weeping for a long time inwardly, means weeping in silence. Oh, or should have spoke this, or I would have, because I was so disturbed from inside, I was weeping in silence, and so I didn't speak all this while. I was quiet all this while. All this time I didn't speak anything because my heart was weeping. I was weeping from inside. Inwardly I was weeping. And then he says, then he blesses. Look down, you gods, on this couple, drop a blessing. So he is blessing Miranda and Ferdinand. He says that gods in heaven, please look down upon them, upon this couple, and drop a blessed crown and bless this couple, right? So he is asking the divine blessings for Miranda and Ferdinand. For it is you that have chalked forth the way which brought us hither. So he says, it is you, dear God, who has planned everything, who has brought us to this island, who has, it's because of your grace, it is because of your divine grace that all of us met together, that Ferdinand and Miranda, they started liking each other, that they are now engaged to each other. So I pray to you, dear God, that please shower your blessings on on this particular couple, on these children, which brought us hither. Hither means here. Chalked forth means it was your plan. You made this path which landed us upon this island. All the things which we have undergone till now was a part of your plan, right? You devised this plan. You wanted all of us to meet. So now, because we have met, everything happens according to your plan. So dear God, please bless this couple. Alonso. I say amen in Gonzalo. Alonso says amen means may it be so. So says amen. Gonzalo. Was Milan thrust from Milan that this issue should become the king of Naples? So Gonzalo says, was Milan thrust from Milan? Was this the reason that 12 years ago Milan thrust from Milan? One Milan is for Prospero, because Prospero was such a renowned king that he was another name for Milan. So he says, was Milan, here Milan means Prospero. Was Milan thrust from Milan means was Prospero thrown out of Milan that his issue should become the king of Naples? Was this God's plan that Prospero should be thrown out of the kingdom of Milan so that one fine day after 12 years, his child, his issue means his child, that is Miranda, his child should become the king of Naples. King of Naples actually here means the queen of ruler of Naples, right? So was this God's plan that Prospero, was this the plan of God when Prospero was being thrown out of Milan, that one fine day, someday in future, his daughter should become the ruler of Naples? Oh, rejoice beyond the common joy and set it down with gold on lasting pillars. So he says that, oh, rejoice beyond the common joy. So he says that this is the reason to rejoice than any kind of normal joy, right? This requires great celebration, whatever is happening now, because now all of us are happy. So this occasion demands more celebration than any normal kind of joy, because this is a situation of great joy, great happiness. So this demands great celebration. And what should we do? Let us, with gold on lasting pillars. What should we do? We should inscribe with golden letters on pillars built on the time. Lasting pillars in one voyage did Claribel her husband find a tunic. Why should this incident be inscribed in golden pillars? These in golden letters. Why? So that they are this permanent, because this is a great thing which is happening, right? This is something which is kind of a great joy, a great celebration. So this incident which happened to us on this voyage, on this trip to Tunis, to get Claribel married to the king of Tunis and then coming back, this was something very great, right? This was a thing of great joy, and so it should be written in gold on lasting pillars so that it becomes permanent in history. In one voyage did Claribel her husband find at Tunis, and Ferdinand her brother found a wife, right? Why is this a great event? Because in one journey, in one sea journey, both the things happened. Claribel found her husband in Tunis. Claribel was married to the king of Tunis. So in the same voyage, right? In the same sea journey, Claribel found her husband in Tunis, and Claribel's brother, who was Claribel's brother? Ferdinand. And her brother found a wife. And her brother fell in love with Miranda and was finally engaged to Miranda. So both the siblings, that is the brother and the sister, were married in one single sea journey. So that is why this cannot be a part of a normal joy. This is kind of a great joy, where he himself was lost, Prospero his dukedom. And Ferdinand found a wife on an island where he was kind of lost, right? He didn't land upon this island on his own. He was lost in this island. And on the island on which he was lost, he found a wife. Prospero, and what did Prospero get in this voyage? Prospero got his dukedom back, which he lost 12 years ago in this poor island. Poor isle means in this poor island, and all of us ourselves where no man was his own. And then all of us found ourselves. All of us found ourselves means because they were mad. So now their sensibilities were restored. They got their senses back, right? Which were taken away by Prospero's magic. But Gonzalo doesn't know that all this happened because of Prospero's magic. So he says he is believing it to be as a miracle. So he says, and all of us ourselves, and all of us found ourselves when no man was his own, when no man was in his proper senses, when no man was talking any sense, making any sense, when all of us had gone crazy, then on this island, again, we found our senses back, right? So many great things happened upon this island. Claribel found her husband. Her brother Ferdinand found his wife where on the island where he was lost. Prospero got his dukedom back, and all of us got our senses back, came back to our senses again when we were kind of helpless, senseless, crazy, right? And Alonso to Ferdinand and Miranda, give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow still embrace his heart that does not wish you well. So then he blesses Ferdinand and Miranda and says that now give me your hand, and may any person who is not happy with your union, who is not happy with both of you being together, right, who is not happy with your marriage, I bless you that any person on this earth who is not happy, whose heart is not joyous on your union, or to see you married, to see both of you married to each other, may that person live in grief and sorrow. May the heart of that kind of person be filled with grief and sorrow, who is not wishing joy and happiness to your marriage. Be it so. Amen. Re-enter Ariel with the master and boatswain amazedly following. So then Ariel. Now re-enter Ariel with the master and boatswain amazedly following. So now who comes back? Ariel. If you remember, Ariel was instructed by Prospero to go and fetch the master of the ship, that is the captain of the ship, captain of the king's ship, and the boatswain, right? So they come to the place where all these people, that is near Prospero's cell, where all these people they were present. Who brings them here? Ariel, right? Though they are not able to see Ariel because Ariel is invisible to them, but still because of his magic spell, he is able to bring both of them to Prospero's cell. Oh, look, sir. Look, sir, here is more of us. I profess you. So now they are shocked. They don't know why they are walking in a particular direction and why is this strange thing happening to them. So because this island is new to them, and from the time they came to this island, they were sleeping in the hatches of the ship. So he says that, look, sir, look, sir. So the boatswain says that, oh, no, boatswain doesn't say this. This is Gonzalo saying, because Gonzalo is the one who is talking. So Gonzalo sees the boatswain and the master of the ship and he says, oh, look, sir, look, sir. So he is addressing Alonso. Here, sir is for Alonso. He says, look, sir, look, King Alonso, here is more of us. Means more of our company, more of our companions are alive. When he sees the boatswain and the captain, he says, see, sir, see, more of us are alive. I prophesy, if gallows were on land, this fellow could not drown. So, because you remember in Act 1, Scene 1, Gonzalo's prophecy that this person doesn't have the appearance of being drowned, he will be hanged. This fellow could not drown. So when Gonzalo sees the boatswain, he says that, I told you, sir, I prophesy, I predicted that if their gallows are not in the sea, gallows are on land, because gallows is the place where they are hanged, where people are hanged, right? So he says that if gallows are on land, because gallows cannot be on sea, they are on land, so this fellow could not drown. This fellow is for boatswain, right? If you remember Act 1, Scene 1, You must be knowing that Gonzalo was the person who was continuously repeating that this person is not destined to be drowned. He will die by being hanged, right? So when he sees the boatswain, he is reminded of his own prediction, his own prophecy. Now, blasphemy, that swearest grace overboard, not an oath on shore. Hast thou no mouth by land? What is the news? So he says, now you swearer, you were going on swearing, right? Not an oath on shore. So you, when we were on the sea, you were going on cursing, swearing, all these things you were doing. Now, when you are on land, you don't have anything to say. Hast thou no mouth by land? So has all your speech gone, disappeared? All the great words which you were talking about in the sea. You remember in Act 1, Scene 1, how the boatswain was behaving. He was cursing everyone, getting irritated on everyone, shouting on everyone. So that is what Gonzalo says. That in the sea, you were swearing like anything. And now on land, what happened to your mouth? Your speech is gone. What's the news? What is the news that you have brought? Tell, speak something, say something. The best news is that we have safely found our king and company. So the boatswain says that the best news which I have brought, the greatest news is that we have safely found, that now we have found the king and our company. The rest of the people who were along with us on the ship, we have found them. The next are ships. So he brings two news. The best news, he says, is the first news. The first good news is that our king and company have been safely found. They are alive. They are on the island and they are safe. And the second news is that our ship, which but 3 glasses since, 3 glasses since means 3 hours, 3 hours ago, right? Here glasses is a reference to that hourglass, right? So 3 hours ago, we gave out split. So he says that our ship, our great ship, our magnificent ship, which was wrecked just 3 hours ago, we gave out. We gave out means which we saw being destroyed. We gave that ship to the sea, right? Which was gone to the sea, which was supposed to be drowned in the sea and wrecked in the sea. Split here means wrecked, destroyed, is tight and yet and bravely rigged as when we first put out to sea. That fit, that ship, that great ship, the king ship, is all right, is perfectly fit and fine with sails, mast, everything in its proper place. Everything is tight, intact in that ship, and the way it was when we were first set out on our voyage. The way the way it was when we started our sea journey. The ship is in the same manner. It's exactly the same with everything in its proper place, right? So we should stop here. It's almost time, and then we'll continue further on the next time.